cheeses, lots of pancakes.
Look how much snow we have. I think they had our forecast wrong.
And so what are you going to make to go with that?
A New England brown bread that you don't steam.
Here it is.
Okay, winning tickets, baby. The bad thing is, though, are the power outages.
So it always brings back fond memories of my mother when I use this.
All right, friends, first stop is going to be Dollar Tree before this big spring snowstorm hits starting tonight. Look at this 5-piece Claycraft tool set by Crafters Square. You know, I think my grands would have a lot of fun using this with their Play-Doh, too. Oh, I like the vibrant colors of this. It is Crafting Paper Pack, again by Crafters Square. That looks super colorful. And they have another design back here. This one is really bright too, but it looks like mosaic or even like watercolors. These are brand new finds. And what have we here?
Chupa Chups.
This is a really fun looking lip balm. It looks super flavorful. I guess they're like lollipop flavors.
Orange Pop.
They're made in China. Watermelon and strawberry. I see Nunu.
Look at this.
Air fryer liners. They're made out of parchment paper. You get 15. I only started using air fryer liners, literally, guys, about 2 weeks ago, and I love them. I cooked raw chicken in my air fryer and no mess. What a game changer for me. And my air fryer is my favorite kitchen appliance. Do you know I have never heard of a chicken fry until I was watching another YouTube channel, and they're in the South, and they were talking about how much they love chicken fries. And what is this? You got to be kidding me. All right, I know from my grandson and my son that Prime is way more than $1.25 a bottle elsewhere. This is another new fun find by Be Pure. They're flavored and scented lip products. Ooh, this is like a roll-on lip gloss, I think. Those are fun and different. Ooh, buttered popcorn, but they're marshmallows. That's different and fun. These are right up at the register. Glad I had to wait in line. Here are the Dollar Tree balloon sticks and the balloons I had to help decorate for an event. Don't they look adorable? Yeah, these are the balloon sticks that I used from the Dollar Tree. These are awesome. Still going to get his Mega Millions ticket.
You want a $2 pick for Mega Millions?
Yeah.
And let's get $2 for the Powerball for Saturday. Here's the $2.
Alright. Okay, winning tickets, baby.
I didn't
Winning
know. We
tickets.
didn't get a mega pot. A mega.
Everybody preparing for the snowstorm. Those are the only white ones. That's what they like. There. Yep. People get lots of shots of your butt.
Good.
All right, everybody in this stocking up for the Snowmaggedon that's supposedly coming. Welcome to spring in upstate New York, right, Bill?
Right.
Frozen in motion. Well, we woke up to a good amount of snow, and now it looks like it's getting ice on top of it. It is Saturday. The plow truck hasn't come, but I saw one down the block, so it's about 7:30 in the morning. You guys can't see the ice, but it's icing now. There's the road. I hear a plow. I hope it's coming this way. That's good. Thank goodness for that. Yeah, you can see it looks pretty slushy, doesn't it? I gotta say, I am not super happy about seeing all of this snow outside for various reasons. First of all, a lot of our flowers, plantings, ground coverings, that kind of stuff, was all starting to come up and bud, and now it's buried under snow. It just makes driving a mess and difficult. The older I get, the definitely less thrilled I am about waking up to a giant snowstorm. Look at even Mr. Bryn. He's only been up for about 90 minutes and he's like ready to lie back down in one of his little cozy spots. Good, Bryn Bryn. You lie there and get some rest. I wanted to get out to the Dollar Tree today also, but I am not positive if that's going to happen. So they're saying the precipitation is supposed to kind of wrap up by 5, but it's also being mixed with a little bit of rain. And so right now it's like 22 degrees outside. So we definitely are not going to be out driving and on any kind of messy, icy roads as much as I love the Dollar Tree and Bill does also. Certainly aren't going to risk the well-being of ourselves or our vehicle to get there. We'll just have to go another day. There's always tomorrow. The Dollar Tree will be there then. So for any of you that are in a better climate than I am currently, I will have to live vicariously through you. If you are headed out to the Dollar Tree, let me know what new treasure you're finding. I'd love to see some photos. Feel free to email me off some photos. But yeah, I know usually I'm the one sharing the Dollar Tree shopping trips, but today I'm going to live vicariously through those of you that are able to get out and get to Dollar Tree. So I'll probably do some projects here around the house. I did pick up some new exciting bake mixes from Dollar Tree that I want to give a try. So yeah, I'll see. I will pick the camera up today and just share what I am up to, the goings on here at home. Here's Miss Harley. She found a cozy spot on the couch. Look at what she likes to do to all the blankets. Make herself a little nest. Oh, good girl. Yes. Oh, what a sweet baby. Yes, what a sweet baby you are. Good girl. All right, let me let you go back to sleep. You go back to sleep, baby. All right, well, as I let you guys know, since it is a snowy, icy Saturday, Bill and I were just going to be vlogging around the house today. Bill has decided that he wants to have hot dogs tonight for supper.
Hot dogs and beans. Beans and hot dogs.
Yeah, and so what are you going to make to go with that?
A New England brown bread that you don't steam, you bake.
All right, so I told you if I thought something that was you'd find of interest to share, I'd share it. So many of you comment that you love Bill's recipes. So that's what we're going to share now. What'd you call it?
New England brown bread.
Yeah. I'm used to, and I know Bill is too, brown bread in the can.
Yeah, B&M.
Yeah.
B&M baked beans, well, they make B&M brown bread in a can. Yeah. And that's what people in New England usually buy.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I loved that. I hated baked beans. My mother was a huge fan of baked beans. And her homemade baked beans, she used to take cans of baked beans and then doctor them up. And I don't think you knew that for the longest time.
No, they were pretty good.
You used to say her baked beans were so good.
Yeah, I make my own baked beans, not tonight.
Yeah.
But I thought I had a really great recipe, and your mother's recipe was very good.
Yeah.
I didn't know she doctored up canned.
Yeah, I told you I know, like at one point, and you were like really shocked. So, but I've made Bill homemade baked beans from scratch also, and you've loved them.
Oh yeah, yeah. We use my mother's recipe, or what you find online. They're all very similar.
Yeah, but so tonight it's canned baked beans for Bill, but homemade brown bread.
That's
but it
not
won't
steamed.
be round, and it won't be round. All right, so let me turn the camera around, and we'll get this show on the road.
The dry ingredients are simple. It's 1.5 cups of a wheat flour and half a cup of an all-purpose flour. Then you put in a teaspoon of salt. Half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon, and then 1¼ teaspoons of baking soda. And that's your dry ingredients.
Now, before Bill started, he preheated the oven and it just hit temperature. So it's 350 degrees is what you preheat your oven to. Or I should say, if you're cooking with Fahrenheit, 350 degree Fahrenheit oven.
Now we're going to need some buttermilk, 1¼ cups of buttermilk. Then we'll need ½ cup of fancy molasses.
Mr. Bryn just figured out how to open the gate. He says you can't keep me out of the kitchen.
I can only teach him how to open bank vault boxes.
Yeah, I think there's a little bit of smell of burn off of the oven. He's shivering.
Yeah,
It's all right, Brinny. It's the oven.
He doesn't like fire, and smoke drives him crazy.
Yeah. Our shepherd's pie, we've used the oven a bunch of times since, but the shepherd's pie on St. Patty's Day,
Had a leak.
yeah, boiled over a little bit, and Bryn's very sensitive to any little bit of scent. It's all right, Brinny. We got these bowls for an engagement gift for our wedding, 1986. Let's see. Here, let me check out. I always wonder what the name of them is.
I can't see.
Yeah, here, I'll have to put this down and look. That's too bad. It doesn't say. It just says, not recommended for use in microwave oven and dishwasher safe, top shelf only. But, so we've had these, like, what's that, 36 years? We have 3 of them. It's a triple set. These things are awesome.
Seems like only yesterday.
True. Oh, that's what you're baking it in?
Yeah, we're not steaming it, so it goes in like any other quick bread. This is technically a soda bread. And the buttermilk and the baking soda makes it rise. There's no egg, no additional butter or sugar.
So you're baking it in a loaf pan?
In a loaf pan, yeah.
And how are you preparing that?
Oh, I always put Crisco in my bake pans, or you can spray it. All right, so at this point, we're going to add the wet to the dry. We're going to throw in some raisins, ½ cup of raisins. Traditionally it has raisins, but you can eat it without raisins. And then into a 350 degree oven for 45 to 50 minutes.
Bill is kind of a messy cook. I'm not picking on him, but you see all my canisters here? Every time he's done baking something, there's like stuff splattered all over these.
Well, normally when I work on things like cars or anything in the outdoors, it's blood splattered everywhere.
Very true. So at least it's not blood.
You're fortunate that it's not blood.
I came down this morning and I had to clean the front of the microwave off. I always find things. Bill's down here. He was baking an apple cake. It's kind of looking very pumpkin pie-esque.
Yeah, well, you know, normally this is, I associate this with the fall or the winter. Although
Well, winter's back with a vengeance
Yeah.
today. It's a blizzard practically out there.
Although in New England, Saturday night, any time of the year, is franks and beans.
It smells like brown bread.
You're smelling the molasses.
Yeah. But I think that's why, too, it makes me think of pumpkin pie. Because it has that smell and look to it, doesn't it?
It does.
Not as thin as a pumpkin pie. Now that I'm thinking of molasses, one day we should try to make. My mother had an awesome recipe with molasses, and now I just forgot the hermits. Ooh,
the hermits. Yeah, I love hermits. Another New England favorite.
Yeah, do you guys like hermit cookies? You know what I'm talking about? They're kind of a little bit soft, but a nice chew, a little stiffer edge, and you can do them with or without raisins also.
This recipe, you can put nuts in as well.
I don't think I'm familiar with a brown bread with nuts, but again, of course, I only had canned brown bread growing up.
Now, canned brown bread is good, but it's loaded with salt. In fact, all the beans, franks, and brown bread, they're all loaded with salt. So when I make my own brown bread, at least I'm cutting the salt back.
I've also had these spatulas. My mother gave those to us, and my mother sadly has been deceased for like 14 years. She gave us those probably in the mid-1990s. The brand is, say it like Cruette? That like orange and like fire and red enamelware dish type of things. It was very popular. I want to say in the 90s. I don't know. I think she went to like home parties or something. Gave us a tea kettle, the big cast iron frying pan, and then these spatulas. And I put these in the dishwasher. These things have held up forever.
They held up longer than I have held up.
Yeah, me too. You could like crush nuts and sprinkle it on the top also.
Yeah, this recipe uses hazelnuts, but I've used walnuts before and they work just as good. Into the oven for 40 to 45 minutes. Look at that.
All right, well, we will be back when it's done, show you exactly how it came out, and even do a little taste test. We won't leave you hanging on the result.
It looks pretty good. That's at the 40-minute mark, basically.
You want to stick a knife in it and test it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got 6 minutes left on the timer.
Well, that's for the full 45.
Yeah. Ooh, that looks good.
I think it's done.
I do,
it's been
too.
about 40 minutes.
So 40 minutes at 350. Now it just has to cool.
Now it has to cool. Hey, by the way, do you know what B&M, as in baked beans and brown bread, stands for?
I don't.
I always thought it was Boston and Maine, but it's actually Burnham and Morrill. They started in Maine.
That's a fancy smoothie. Somebody's getting special treatment.
Grandkids.
Yep. Power outage, so we have some unexpected visitors. Has a nice color.
Yeah.
Nice looking texture.
Yep. Still soft like a brown bread should be, being a canned brown bread.
Mm.
You serve it warm with lots of butter. This is very good. It's actually an excellent dupe for the canned B&M brown bread. Couldn't tell that it wasn't steamed. You know, I was so proud the first time I made this that I took a picture of it and I sent it to my brother. He wrote back, or he sent back the message, "It's not round." You want an apple? You don't eat apples.
She just ate a piece.
She just ate it because
I just gave her a piece, yeah.
It was cut, huh?
She likes apples. Mr. Bryn didn't want his piece, though.
Mr. Bryn doesn't eat apples.
Not anymore, anyways. What is it, honey? It's not supper time yet. Hold on, I'll get you a Cheerio. There you go. You excited?
Yeah.
It's not a Friday night, but pretty close.
Well, Saturday night.
Mm-hmm.
Normally the tradition is Saturday night in New England, for some reason. These are B&M baked beans with maple.
Your hot dogs and your homemade brown bread.
Mm-hmm.
All right, everybody. It is, I think they had our forecast wrong. Let me show you outside. Look how much snow we have. I think they had our forecast wrong because this is a ton of snow. I don't think it's probably showing up on camera, but it is still coming down. I mean, we shoveled the car out, or Bill shoveled the car out this morning, and the driveway is already deep again. Look at the sun coming through the ice on the tree. It is absolutely beautiful. It is Sunday morning. Miss Harley's here looking out the window with me. Can you guys see the ice on the branches? It is absolutely beautiful. The bad thing is, though, are the power outages. Thank goodness we kept our power, but we have a full house because the family members that are here with us have not had power now for, 14, 15 hours, and they don't know when it will be restored. Lots of power outages around here. I'm going to get to work on making a batch of pancakes for my full house. You know, what better way than to start? I was going to say a wintry, snowy day, but it's spring, so a springy, snowy, icy day with some pancakes. Now, they won't be homemade. I'm just going to use a box mix, but I do have Bill's real maple syrup, so I think that will be a nice treat. And I know there'll be at least one person that will want the whipped cream, and I saw we have that in the fridge too. So I'll get started. Here it is. This is the Great Value Pancake and Waffle Mix Buttermilk. This is a mix from Walmart, their brand, Great Value. I have this bowl here that my mother bought me years and years ago on a trip to Amish country, a bus trip that we took together. She got herself one and one for me because it was right near my birthday, and I love it. They said it was made specifically for pancakes. It has measurements inside, but the handle and the spout, it's the perfect size, a non-slip grip on the bottom. So it always brings back fond memories of my mother when I use this. So I'm going to be making my pancakes in this today. All right, I'm starting off with 2 cups of the mix, and then I just need 2/3 cups of water. That's all you need for this Great Value mix. But I was always told you don't over stir pancake mix. You want the big lumps out, but that you leave some lumps in there. So I think that looks the right consistency. Now I'm just going to preheat my cast iron griddle. I love this thing. I cook almost everything on my stovetop on this. It's a nice seasoned old griddle. Bill got it for me years ago from Christmas. It's by Lodge USA. Grilled cheeses are one of my favorite things. So this has made thousands of grilled cheeses, lots of pancakes. So we have that griddle, and then also the big cast iron frying pan, and I have a cast iron Dutch oven. They really hold up, so I got to get this preheated, and then I'm going to coat it with a little butter. Let me check the heat. Okay, looks good. I'm going to coat it with some butter, and then once it's hot enough, we'll get those pancakes sizzling. Guess where this is from? Dollar Tree. All right, I want this to get nice and hot. And a little tip, guys, I use a stick of butter. I keep one like this in my fridge for things like this, for greasing the pan. And then I will even put this on the top of the pancakes. Easy way to butter stuff, because I can just heat it up on the griddle and then rub it on whatever I'm cooking. I'll show you that step. But so, I just keep a wonky looking half stick of butter in my fridge specifically for jobs like this. Ooh, nice sizzle. I'll definitely need to make another batch. And then what I was always taught is you wait until you see a bunch of little air bubbles popping on the top of the pancakes, and then that is when you flip them. So we'll let them reach that point. And when these batches done, I'll feed them to the first troops that are up, and then as everybody wakes up, I'll make more pancakes so that they have a nice fresh hot batch. Not the best job of flipping, but it got it done. Oh, so this is what I'll show you. Now this is where the butter comes in. I warm it up on here, and then I just butter the tops of the pancakes. Makes it a little extra yummy. That's my little trick. A little more on this side. Perfect. Another little easy hint for cutting pancakes is using a pizza cutter. My hands are clean. Some nice maple syrup. Little whipped cream. And the first person that is up, their pancakes are ready to go.
Rice Krispie treats, peeps. Let's see what they taste like.
Yeah, I got one.
Would you like an end piece?
They smell good. Those are the palest peeps I've ever seen.
Can I try it?
Yep, go ahead, try it. What do you think?
It's good and peepy.
Does it taste like Rice Krispies?
No.
He's giving it a thumbs down. Really?
Medium.
Oh, medium?
I like them, but they don't taste like Rice Krispies. It's very vanilla-like.
I mean, a Rice Krispie treat's main flavor is marshmallow, so...
This tastes like vanilla. I'm gonna eat them all, but I was expecting to have a cereal type of taste to it.
Well, there you have it. This Rice Krispie treat flavored Peeps doesn't seem to be a huge hit. And by the way, we did find these at Walmart. Well, the sun is starting to set. Power has been restored, so we're going to end this vlog here. Thank you all so much for spending time with us all. Bill and I will be back again very soon with more Dollar Tree fun. And as always, our friends, until then, remember, please be well.